Welcome everyone to First Friday. My name is Darren Soto. I have the honor and pleasure of representing District 49 in the Florida Legislature. And I couldn't be with you tonight because I'm heading off to the AFL-CIO endorsement convention. Hope some of you are en route. If not, we'll be talking about that in a moment. We all know that the youth vote is critical, not only to the re-election of our President Barack Obama and to the re-election of U.S. Senator Bill Nelson, but also to all the folks down the ballot. And I have my friend Doug out here a little off camera, but he's nodding because he knows what I'm talking about here. And you all are on the front lines of making that happen. I'm going to talk a little bit about what it was like for me to start out as a young candidate. I never actually planned on running for office, even when I had joined the Young Democrats down here. And my good friend Doug was the first one who actually recommended it. So there you got documentary evidence that it was his idea at first, although it was for city commission. What I could best describe for a young candidate is you have to build momentum. Youth is a double-edged sword in politics. At first, people will underestimate you because they think you don't have enough wisdom, enough life experience, or that you're going to do some youthful indiscretion to embarrass everyone. But once you overcome that, it cuts the other way. People are in awe. You have the one factor that you start building because people think, well, if I'm 40, 50 years old and this guy's 10 to 20 years younger than me and he can do this already, he's going to have a long career or she's going to have a long career. So you all have both things to prove and positive things at your disposal if you could cut the mustard. And what I mean by momentum is it starts door by door. It starts candidate interview by candidate interview. It starts check by check. And certainly I'd advise all of you to volunteer in a campaign or two first. That's what I did. I ran a couple campaigns and volunteered because that helps you see trial and error first before you start running. But now that you're running, the key is to start building momentum. I remember being at my first central district meeting for AFL-CIO, and that there were 5 other candidates, one of which was a sitting member of the AFL-CIO. And I came in, and I did my best to show that I knew my stuff, that I had the background, and that I had the ability to lead our district and would put in the hard work to get it done. And that was an early and critical endorsement that I got through them, and it meant a lot more phone calls I can make to pick up a lot more checks because, yes, you have to walk thousands of doors, but you also have to raise thousands and thousands of dollars or else your voice won't be heard. And so each step, whether it was then the Classroom Teachers Association, the trial lawyers, at least making the chamber not dislike me entirely, all these different steps along the way in the money game are important. And then the momentum of the doors. Every Saturday, every Sunday, hitting 75 to 100 doors. When you look 2, 3, 4 months down, you realize you've walked a couple thousand doors and you've inspired others to do that with you. And then in the press, you go from barely getting a quote in the paper, striving to try to get any sort of press whatsoever, to slowly being that familiar face that the press goes to and they ask you questions, they give you free press time. And earned media is the best type of media because it's free and you're relevant to the issue. So to sum it all up, I kind of liken to being at the beginning of I'm the Nintendo generation. So the beginning of the Super Mario's game, you basically step up and you have all these things before you. You've been given the tools, but there's this path before you with all these obstacles. And you can't control all the obstacles in front of you, but you can go through and use the tools that you've been given, the talents that you've been given, to get to that end, to save, the princess and to win that election. And it starts by humble means and it ends through a lot of momentum and a lot of hard work over the course of months, sometimes even years. So keep your head up and walk with some confidence, but know you're going to have to earn it all along the way. And by the end, if you prove successful, you will have that all factor of being a young, successful, intelligent, well-knowledged candidate who hopefully will be in office one day. And I look forward to seeing you all in July. And thanks for having me, everybody.